Alright, so today we're going to be getting rid of the Cadillacs, but for a good reason. We're trading both of them for a completely forged short block of a 331 small block. We were going to go LS and Jack Black, but this deal came up and it'll be cheaper and quicker. The racing season is going to start in about 8 weeks, so it'd be nice to have at least one running vehicle because I haven't even started on Goldie Hawn yet. So if we can just throw Jack Black back together and just start cruising that thing again. But first thing we got to do is, oh boy. This isn't looking good. Well, while he's destroying the yard, let me show you the Cadillac. I've had the parts caddy sitting back here behind the garage for a few months now, and we're just gonna winch that thing out of here and get it loaded up, take it over and drop that off and pick up the engine. Might have to use the winch and hook it to one of these trees just to help him.
Should have went up through there.
Probably.
Yeah, I'll go back around and go up through there and then I can back up.
Hopefully the Jeep starts. All right, little Jeep, you gonna start? Oh yeah, we're good. All right, let's see how he gets stuck this time. Oh, oh, that was almost trailer through the bedside. Oh boy, that scared me.
Yeah, it made me a little nervous.
That was almost trailer through the bedside.
Things that make you go, ah, shit.
You just started sliding. Perfect. It might be a little more slippery than we thought.
Yeah, that's it. You see how much cable I got left?
Oh yeah, you had plenty. There's at least like another 50 feet on here. The only thing I'm concerned about is if it tries to go into the corner there.
Piece of cake.
You got it. If I've ever believed in anyone, it was you. Oh.
You got that chain out of there?
In the back?
Yeah.
Assuming going around the tree.
Yep.
Damn it. Alright. I wonder if we'll even be able to unlock the steering without the key cylinder in here. Ah, I fucked up. Ah, boy, I fucked up. Well, at least it's a little to the right instead of coming towards the barn. Yeah? Yeah, it's coming straight. The wheels actually turned that way. The wheels turned that way, so it helped out. I don't like being this close to the cable. Yeah, I'm gonna go behind it. I just didn't want to stand right next to that cable. Come on, stay away from the garage. This all should be the easy part, really. The hard part's gonna be right here because this hill, it's gonna want to slide down into the garage. All right, so we got the winch closer to the tree there. Moved this cable closer to the driver's side so it's pulling it more straight instead of this way. Dug out some of the dirt under the car so it's not piling up and kind of making it fall this way. It's closer, we got it away from the garage, you can see that. Shenanigans, man. Always shenanigans around here. Alright, this is where it slides down the hill and crushes me. Nope, we're good. We should be good because it's just gonna be the front sliding over. I think we'll be okay. Woo! It's a bizarre feeling. It was a rough start, but we got it.
What?
It was a rough start, but we got it.
Yeah. Yeah, when I said that home, I was thinking, ha ha, them trees, I hope they're big enough to hold it.
Alright, we got it all loaded up. Really wasn't too bad, but we're gonna hit the road now and go pick up the engine. We just picked up this 331. It's a 30 over 327 for Jack Black. It does have some sort of forged crank. You can see the really wide parting line. We're not sure if it's an aftermarket one. We think it's a factory forged crank just by looking at like this GMT marking here. It does have domed pistons in it, so we're gonna pull out one of them to check the pistons, trying to find out what they are, what sort of volume they have. It looks like, I don't know, 5 to 7 cc domes. Then find out what rods are in it and check the ring gap just to get an idea, because this thing is going to be seeing some nitrous.
And high RPMs.
The story is it was all freshly put together, and then the guy died. So the guy we got it from got it at an estate sale for way too cheap. And then I'm trading him, or traded him, I guess, both of my caddies. I didn't have a ton of money into those, so it's not bad.
Never been turned.
That is a brand new bearing.
Yeah.
There's like no witness marks even on the thing. That is brand new. I don't know how well that camera's gonna show it.
And they said a fresh motor, they meant it.
Yeah, so that's looking promising so far. Yeah, he did put a bunch of grease on it just so that the cylinders wouldn't get rusty or anything like that. And you can see on the top of the piston where it says it's 30 over right there. So it is a 331. Seeing any other markings? I see like a 7000 P or something stamped into right there. I mean, it could be like a cheaper sealed power or Speed Pro. I think Speed Pro has like a design on the skirts though. These rods are kind of confusing me. It's like someone polished it. I'm gonna pull a ring off and check it in the board to see what the ring gap is. And you can see the fresh cross hatching in there. So I don't know if this thing has been bored over for a while or if it just got some machine work.
Well, there's quite a gap there. Yeah, she could expand quite a ways.
There. Oh, you got it down there?
Fuck, that's almost 1/8 of an inch.
Holy fuck. That's a lot. I was expecting like 30 thousandths.
I don't know, this is all supposed to be new and it's
Well,
built
we can't.
right.
That's so much. That's so much gap. Alright. We took off and ran to the machine shop real quick just to run everything past there. Just to run everything past them real quick and get their opinions on things. He said he was pretty sure that those were just standard bore rings that they had in there. So, and then we did find out that these are sealed power pistons. So with these pistons and everything in our heads, it would put it around 10.5 to 1 compression. And these are just factory forged rods that have been polished. So we are going to get some new rings for it and then have a high revving forged internal 331. I did forget to mention these pistons are forged as well, so yeah, I'm sure you'll find a way. But yeah, it is looking like factory forged crank and rods, and then some aftermarket forged pistons. A little bit of a sucky way to go about it, but it will all work out. And then this is an older block, so we're just gonna have to put some soft plugs in here and seal them up, because this is for like a oil and vapor separator thing, because it's an older block. I think this is like a 68 or something like that. Everything else is looking good on it. I think just to visualize everything on there. Oh yeah, I was curious about those, if they were oversized or whatever, or standard. They are 10 thousandths.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought I was seeing here.
Yeah.
10 thousandths.
Alright, so the crank has been turned then, which is why it looks so fresh. It's weird that they'd have all the machine work done and then just throw it together with stock rings. That's really bizarre. But everything else looks fine. I think just for the sake of visualizing it, I'm gonna set the heads and intake on it. Alright, there's what our little 10,000 RPM 331 is gonna look like. Yeah, that front hole sealed up no problem. This back one we'll just throw soft plug in, something like one of those. It's fitting a little weird just because there's no head gaskets or intake gaskets, and there's silicone under the intake. But yeah, I think this will be a fun little motor. I don't think it's going to be the permanent motor for the truck, but
Yeah,
I think it'll be fun. Slowly over the year, probably build that one up over there. You can see the little stamping right here that says 331 cube. All the cam bearings look brand new too. Yeah, just the only thing weird about it is just those rings. Yeah, when we were talking to Dowkers about the rings and everything, we asked him what gap he recommends, and And he said for about a 200 shot, we'd do about 22 on the top and 26 on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Right.
22 and 26, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what he said he would recommend on this for a 200 shot. Well, I think that's going to do it for today's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the little bit of an update on Jack Black and kind of where we're at with that.
Between a rock and a freaking hard spot. Like always.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that are excited that it's staying old school small block. Real old school now. But hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. We'll see you next time.